Hi everyone, welcome to this quick grounding yoga flow. Please excuse the mess going on behind me, we're currently getting the loft done. So we're going to start off in child's pose. So if you come onto the knees and slide the hands forward until the head drops onto the ground. Take a moment to close down your eyes and just let everything settle. So switching off from any outside distractions, and giving yourself permission to let go of any worries for this short while. Notice the breath start to naturally slow down as you get more comfortable, more relaxed. On your next inhale, you're going to rise up to your knees. So standing on the shins and reaching the arms up over the head. Exhale, hands onto the lower back. Press the hips forward and roll the shoulders behind you so you're opening up your chest. Inhale back up to the center and exhale, hands to the mat. You're going to lower all the way down to your stomach. Inhale, lift the chest for cobra. Exhale, lower. And pressing back over the knees and into child's pose like we did at the start. One full breath here. Next inhale, rise up to the shins, reach the arms up over the head. Exhale, hands to lower back, press the hips forward, roll the shoulders behind you, find a back bend. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hands to the mat, lower onto your stomach. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. And pressing over the knees, find child's pose. So hips towards heels, forehead to the ground. Inhale, rise up to the shins, reach the arms up over the head. Exhale, hands to lower back, press the hips forward, roll the shoulders behind you. So keeping the elbows hugged in. Inhale, lift up and exhale, hands to the mat, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift the chest up. And exhale, lower. Come over the knees, hips towards heels, child's pose. Drop the head so there's no tension being created in the neck. Inhale, rise up to the knees, reach arms up over the head. Exhale, hands to lower back, press the hips forward, roll the shoulders behind you. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come all the way down to your stomach. Inhale, lift the chest up. This time you're going to hold it here, and as you exhale, turn and look over your right shoulder, so towards the direction of your feet. Inhale, come back through the center. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, turn to look over the opposite shoulder, so left shoulder. Come back to the center, lower down. And from here, you're going to take your arms behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Roll the shoulders towards each other and take a full breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to pull the hands behind you until the chest starts to lift off of the ground. Keep the chest lifted, but close down the eyes to soften the face. And just taking a moment to check on the breath. You don't have to do anything forced or special with the breath. Just check that you're not holding it. Next inhale, you're going to lift up just that little bit higher, so pulling the hands back. And exhale, lower down, release the hands. You're going to press over the knees and lift the hips up for downward facing dog. Spreading the fingers, let the head drop down. You can bend the knees as much as you need to here. So you're just focusing on getting loads of length through your spine. Full breath in through the nose and exhale from your mouth. Shifting the weight onto your left foot and extend your right leg up. Three-legged dog. I've got a wall in the way. As you inhale, you're going to bend that right knee, bring it in towards the chest and look between the hands. As you exhale, you're going to step that right foot between the hands. Drop your left knee all the way down and untuck the back toes. You're in a low lunge. Left hand stays in the center of the mat. Right arm reaches up, so twist towards your bent knee. If that's enough for you and that feels good, stay there. If you want more, then you can bend your left knee and see if you can grab hold of the foot. So moving into a quad stretch. If there's any pain in the knee, back out. However, if you want even more and you can't feel it too much, play around with coming down onto your left forearm. Deepen your breath. Whatever variation you're in, check that you're breathing. Releasing the foot if you have it. Come back up to both hands. So when your foot in the center of the hands, you're going to tuck the back toes, shift the hips back and start to extend that front leg until you feel an opening through your hamstrings. If your hamstrings are quite tight, keep your chest lifted. If you want a deeper stretch, you can start to fold forwards over that right leg. Take a second to just relax your face and to check that you're still breathing consciously. Notice if you're rushing. Slow down every inhale and every exhale to match. And your next exhale, step into that front foot and then send it back so you're coming onto all fours. Lower your chest, come all the way down to your belly. Inhale, lift the chest up, find a back bend. Exhale, lower. Tuck the toes, come over the knees, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Left leg is going to reach up this time, if you haven't got a ceiling in the way. Inhale, bend that knee, bring it into the chest, hold for a moment. And as you exhale, step that left foot between the hands. Drop the right knee all the way down, untuck the back toe so you're in a low lunge. Right hand in the center, left arm reaches up. Again, if that feels good, stay there. If you want more, you're going to bend your right knee and try to grab hold of that foot. Moving into a quad stretch. If you want more, play around with coming down onto that right forearm. A few deep breaths here. Keep the face soft. Releasing that back foot. Moving back to a low lunge with both hands on the ground. Tuck the back toes under, shift the hips all the way back. So opening up that left hamstring. Either keep the chest lifted or you can start to fold forwards. Option to close down the eyes so you can take the tension out of the face and focus on the breath. Next exhale, you're going to step into that front foot, coming back up to a lunge. Very carefully, being mindful of the knees, we're going to come down into ninja squat. So you're going to shift all of the weight onto that left foot, keep the knee bent, and then extend your right leg out to the side. So you're really getting into the inside of your right leg here. The left heel can be lifted off of the ground if you're not quite there yet. Everybody is different. You can use the hands to support your balance, or if you want to play around, you can bring your hands into prayer at the heart center. Conscious breathing. We're not going to be here for too much longer. Place the hands onto the ground if they're not there already. And then we're going to take the same pose on the opposite side. So shifting the weight into that right foot. Again, maybe the heel lifts off of the ground. Start to open up the inside of that left leg. Keeping the hands on the ground for balance, or you can play around with bringing the prayer to the heart. Keep the breath going. Don't worry if you fall over, it's all part of the process. Breath in and out. Bring the hands to the ground if they're not there already. Walk your hands into the center and you're going to come up to a wide leg forward fold. So turning the toes just slightly in towards each other for balance and letting your head completely hang down. So absolutely no effort in the upper body, maybe even close down the eyes. Keeping your heels touching the ground, shift just a little bit of weight forward into the balls of the feet to open up the backs of the legs. And allow you to fold that a little bit deeper. If your hands can reach the mat, take your right hand into the center and extend your left arm up. If that's not accessible, take the right hand onto the thigh instead. So coming into a twist. Take the gaze up towards that top hand and keep an even weight in both your feet. Exhale, come back to the center, forward fold. Let the head hang down, let your upper body be heavy. Same posture on the opposite side. So left hand either to the center of the mat or onto the thigh. Right arm reaches up, find your twist. And exhale, place that hand back down, let the head drop. Bring the feet a little bit closer in towards each other. Toes pointing out this time. You're going to bend the knees and come all the way down to a yogi squat. So Malasana, wide-legged squat. Don't worry if the heels are lifted off of the ground. If you found your balance, bring the hands together in prayer to push the knees away. And slowly bringing your bum all the way down to the ground and extending the legs out in front of you. To inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling, and exhale, hinging at the hips, you're going to fold forwards. Grabbing hold of whatever you can, whether that's your shins, your ankles, or your feet. And keep the gaze on your big toes, so that the neck is in line with the spine. Keeping the legs extended. Inhale, you're going to lift your upper body. And exhale, come all the way down to lie on your back. Let your hands rest out to the side with your palms facing up and close down your eyes. Coming into our final pose of Shavasana, so relaxation. Let the whole back of the body be heavy. So you feel like you're sinking a little bit deeper into the earth with every breath, with every exhale. Releasing any tension from the feet, ankles, softening the knees and the thighs. Unclenching the seat. And tuning into the sensation of the stomach expanding and deflating with every breath. Soften your shoulders and take any effort out of your arms. Unclench your jaw so your teeth just slightly part. Relaxing your forehead, the scalp. And taking a few moments of stillness and of silence. Feel free to stay here as long as you need to. However, if you're ready to close the practice, push yourself up to a comfortable seat. Bring the hands together at the heart center. And take one last full breath in and out. Thank you for joining me for this quick little practice. Namaste.